Welcome to another edition of MSA Sports Center Stage. I'm Josh Rowntree along with Bethel Park forward Gary Cerrone. Gary tonight scores a game-winning goal in a 3-1 win over Cannon McMillan here tonight at the Isoplex at South Point, the second win of the year and the second time this season that Gary has scored the game-winning goal against Cannon Mac. First of all, you have 4 goals this year. 2 of them are game winners against Cannon McMillan. What's been in the blood when you play against the big match there?
It's just nothing but hard work. Just go to the net, get rebounds, shoot pucks when you can. But it all comes from my teammates and how we all just work hard together and how we all just play well together.
You mentioned your teammates. You guys play a very team-oriented game, a very defensive type of game. You're one of the best defenses in the PIHL. I think a lot of that probably comes from your head coach and Morgan McVeigh. Talk about his philosophy and how you guys have adapted to that this season, playing against really good competition this year in AAA.
Well, basically everything he tells us to do is just get the puck deep and first man in, go get the puck, and everyone else supports him. But nothing really happens unless we work together. And if we work as individuals, then 9 times out of 10 we lose those games.
Last year you were a part of a team that went out to Nebraska and won a national championship. Talk about that experience, what that was like, and those final moments when the clock hit 0 and you guys realized that you were national champions for USA Hockey.
It was a pretty surreal moment. We had a great group of guys last year. We were really talented, and after not making or winning the Penguin Cup and going to the States, we went back to practice and he told us, well, we can either treat this as just another tournament or go out and win this thing, and everyone had it in their hearts that we really wanted to get it.
This year, so much has been made about all the realignment and how tight AAA has been. You guys have played a lot of tight, low-scoring games this year. It's made for some really good hockey. What's been your view on sort of the realignment? I know it hasn't impacted you guys too much here in AAA, but obviously every night you guys are in for a game. There's no walkovers, there's no cupcakes. You guys are in for a fight every night.
Well, we basically treat every game as if it's a playoff game where we have to do everything we can to get the win. And if we're all not working as a team or whatever, we're not doing our jobs out there.
Here we are in January, right after the Christmas break. What do you think this team needs to do to make it back to Consol, to get to a final and win a championship? What areas do you guys need to improve on?
Defensively on the puck, I think we can be better, but there's really not much improvement as long as we just keep working hard and chipping away at the puck.
Last question for you. You guys brought up power play goal tonight. How much are you going to have to skate with Coach Mort on practice, your next practice? I'm going to imagine he's not going to be very happy about that.
Well, actually, he canceled practice yesterday and made the next one optional, so I don't think he's too mad about that one.
I guess if you win, it's okay if you let up a power play goal as long as you get that 3-1. Gary Cerrone here on MSA Sports Center Stage scores a game-winning goal tonight, a 3-1 victory for Bethel Park over Cannon McMillan here tonight at the Isoplex.